12 years and 1 month ago, my family and I were hit by the biggest calamity of my life. The government of Canada stated formally to a foreign government that I was a criminal from the time I took office. I was completely devastated by these totally false allegations. They had the capacity to destroy my reputation and to destroy my family. Only a person who has gone through such an ordeal can fathom its impact. It was like a near-death experience.
His denial was unambiguous. No money from anybody who had anything to do with Airbus.
I never received a cent from anyone for services rendered to anyone in connection with the purchase by Air Canada from Airbus of 34 aircraft in 1988.
By now, everybody knew he'd received money from Schreiber, but that was different, and he was sorry for a gross mistake.
My second biggest mistake in life, for which I have no one to blame but myself, is having accepted payments in cash from Karl-Heinz Schreiber for a mandate he gave me after I left office. I will tell you today how that came about. My biggest mistake in life, by far, was ever agreeing to be introduced to Karl-Heinz Schreiber in the first place.
A frustrated Pat Martin recalled that Mulroney sued a Liberal federal government in 1995 and settled for more than $2 million after he denied that he'd ever had any business dealings with Schreiber, particularly on Airbus. Did he maybe want to correct that now?
Are you willing to give that $2.1 million back to the people of Canada? Now that we know you did take money from Schreiber.
No, I took compensation from Schreiber for serious work done on his behalf around the world. And I have also indicated...
Why did you deny even having any dealings with the man?
That's completely false.
Well, by omission, you led us to believe you had virtually no dealings with the man in sworn testimony.
I did not omit anything. I explained to you that in the province of Quebec, the manner in which...
And I think you're splitting hairs, sir.
I'm not splitting hairs.
Splitting hairs, and the country isn't buying it.
Answer and a question.
I'm not calling you a liar, Mr. Mulroney, but I don't want anybody here to think I believe you.
Well, you know...
Put it that way.
It was insulting, but he'd survived much worse. At this point, it became clear that he was reconsidering that royal commission he'd promised to appear before with bells on. After all, the committee wasn't hearing anything that hadn't been reported 100 times before.
Mr. Schreiber wants one, you want one. I'm not sure I want one, but what is your expectations from the public inquiry, and why are you asking for it?
Well, let's put that perhaps in a different tense. I asked for a royal commission of inquiry into this. But when you look at what has happened now, the evidence that you have, I think it's now clear that we've got an entirely different situation on our hands.
Okay, thank you for that.